Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. Now, into the last video, I have discussed about the stacks with you all, right? That what are stacks, how do we use those, what are different functions which we have up in the stacks. So we learned out that there are three different methods for the implementation of the stacks, right? Those are your list, collections.dequeue and queue.leaf4queue. Right, so into this particular video, we are going to see the practical implementation for the very first method, and that is your list method, right? So I won't waste a lot of time over here. Let's get started out very quickly. Okay, so here what we'll be doing is that we'll be demonstrating up the stack implementations with the help of a list. So first of all, what I'll do, I'll just make a empty stack over here. Stack is equal to large brackets. So we define up the stacks with the large brackets. Okay, I'm just making up a very empty stack over here, right? Now what I'll do, as I told you, whenever you are using up the list, in the list you use, instead of the push function, you use up the append function for adding up the elements. Right, into the previous video I have told out this particular thing, right? So what will I be doing is that I'll be using up the append function for adding or for pushing up the elements into a stack. Right, so I'll just write stack dot append. Right, I'll be using up the append function over here, and I can add in the respective elements. Let's say I have p. Okay, next again I am having stack dot append. Right, so let's say I want to add q also. Right, stack dot append. Okay, double p append, and let's say I want to add r also. Right, so here we are having these three append functions which we had used in stack.append. So it's about p, q and r for you, right? So these three p, q and r, these three we are appending up over here for the stacks, right? Now what I'll do, I'll just try to print up this particular stack into which I have appended these three elements. First of all, this was empty, right? After that, what I did, I added these three elements into this empty stack. Now if I try to print and check it out my stack, so I'll just write print and I just put in the stack variable over there, right? And I run this program once. So see what happened, my p, q and r, these three elements which I have appended, which I have added, those three have been added up onto my empty stack. Right, now my stack is not empty. Into that I have in some elements which are being added up. That is p, q and r, three total elements we are having that has been added up over there. Right, so that is what here we are having, p, q and r. Okay, I can even print up a statement over here. Let's say I can write in initial stack. Fine, done. Now what I'll do, with the help of the pop function, right, as I told that pop function is used for removing out some element from your I'll say from your stacks, right? So now with the help of the pop function, we'll try to remove in some elements from our stack which we have made up over there, right? So I'll just again now use stack dot, now I'll be using pop, p-o-p, right? And into the bracket I need to write in, I do not need to write in anything inside this respective one, right? Or what I can do is that I can write it in another manner, print. First of all, I print up a statement over there, and that is that removing the elements, removing the elements, like that. Fine. So now I just using the print statements. Even I wanted to print in that what elements are being removed out from here. Right, so print, and I'm going to write stack dot pop and put in the brackets like this. Right, now what I'll do, I'll just try to run it and show you how is it removing up the elements. See, my initial stack was pqr. In the same manner, one second, let me go above over here. Right, see, first of all I added p over here, so then I added q, then I added r. Right, so pqr is being added into the same format, into the same method. Right, then what came, one second, here we now added one pop function, stack.pop. Now if you remember, if you have watched out my previous video carefully, you might remember that I told you that whenever you are removing out elements, those get removed in the format of LIFO, last in first out in the stacks. with the help of the list method, if we're implementing the stacks with the list, so elements will be added by the append, that is the same format as you're adding, but it will be removed by the pop function, and that's going to the LIFO format, last in first out. It means that whatsoever the element is being put up at the last position, at the last whatsoever the element is there, with the help that particular element will be removed in first of all, right? So let's say I entered P, Q and R over there, right? So last element which I entered was R, so R will be the first element which will be removed out from my stack over there, right? That is what is your list function, so that is what is your pop function helping you to do, right? That is what is the respective thing it is being done up over here. So that is the reason first of all R is being removed out, right? Now moving next, what I can do is that I can just once again write up over there, maybe like I can once again write that same step, print stack dot pop, right, and the brackets. Now again if I run out this respective program here for the same, now see what has been removed. Now Q has been removed because R was already removed from my stack into my previous pop function. This time the pop function which I had removed in, now I was having two elements P and the Q with me, right? So Q has now been removed in from my elements of my stack, right? So again if I'm gonna like pop it for the third time, my P will also get removed and my stack will completely be empty. That is how you give up the elements, or that is how the elements are being removed up whenever you are doing up with the stacks, right? And this is by default. Actually I haven't mentioned in anywhere that I want the element to be removed out which is like last in, right? The last element which I had put in inside the stack, I want that to be removed in the first. I haven't mentioned that over anywhere because this is by default the nature of the pop function, right? This is by default the nature of the pop function for your list implementation, right? So that's how it is actually working, and that's the method. How is it, right? So now if I just try to print in my final stack, so print, and here goes my final stack, and after that if I just simply print out the stack over there, so now you'll be able to see I will be getting only one single element in my stack, and that is P. Because two times I used up the pop, so Q and R have been removed in. Only one element has been left out into my stack, and that is P. So my final stack which I'll be getting, that will be only with one of the elements, which is your P element, right? So I hope this particular thing is pretty much clear to you all over here about that how you can implement the stacks with the help of the list. Right, here we made up a list, and into that we had even inserted the elements, and we have removed up the elements from that. Right, so this is how you work out with the stacks. This was a very initial program. Further proceeding on with the other things, I'll be increasing up the difficulty levels slow and slowly. Okay. Great. So if you have enjoyed the video, do like this video, do share it with your friends. Do not forget to subscribe out my channel. We'll see you there in the next video.